Boy, that's a good one right here. I mean, this is a big one, folks. I'm just going to take my time with him. That's one of the best things you can do, is take your time. This is a big fish right here. I mean, it's just, I'm not exaggerating. That's how hard that fish is pulling. Well, y'all can see it. That's a good one right there. Come on in here. Golly. I want y'all to look. That is a good one right there. Whew. That's what he eat. That's the bait he eat. Big old bluegill. That is a big bluegill. Let's go ahead and let this fish go. Then we're going to talk about it a little bit. Wow. Get them back in there. Y'all can see there's a lot of minnows right here. Lots of them. And I'm pretty sure that's what these bluegill eat. There went another big bowl right there. I bet that was a big bluegill. Alright folks, that's what I caught him on right there. That's a trout magnet. Trout magnet. A lot of y'all are familiar with this bait. It's been around since 1997. So bait. Leland Lures. And I bought a kit right here. Well, you can see the bait's better right here. Now, as most of y'all know, I love crappie magnets. Catch a lot of fish on them. It's the kind of bait that you can catch crappie on year-round. Well, this bait right here is a crappie catching machine too. It's smaller. The panfish magnet's a lot smaller than the crappie magnet, but I usually use these to target bluegill and shellcracker, although crappie will eat them up. Now, I've not used these on this channel since I started, but believe you me, there's no telling how many fish and how many times I've used these baits right here. They've been around a long time. In the past, when they first come out with this, when they first come out with real finesseful baits, the trout magnet was one of the best. One of the best, and nothing has changed. It's still a great bait to throw. But now, as far as jig heads, I like a very small one. I don't like the jig heads that come with it. Little bitty jig heads like this with a size 10 hook is what I prefer. Now I'm using 2-pound test line, a wimpy rod. This is a sow belly rod, 6.5 feet long, limber as a dish rag, or limberer, a 1000 size Daiwa reel. And this is vicious high vis line, 2-pound test. And when I use 2-pound test line, I like to tie a Palomar knot for strength. Now there's some big bluegill in here. As far as I know, there's no shellcracker, but there's some big bluegill. Some of them's on bed, most of them has done come off until the next full moon, and they'll be back on again. Y'all can see right here there's some rings. That's from a big bluegill. I mean, there's some big ones in here. Let's just flip it out right here. And I'm just fishing it under the surface just a few inches, probably 7 or 8 inches, and I got another one right there. Sure do. I'm glad I had my drag set light. That was too hard of a hook set, way too hard. Alright, come on in here. That's a big one. I mean, that bait there is an inch or more. It's probably longer than an inch. I don't know. Y'all can see how small it looks, and that's a good one. That's a good one. And these fish are real dark, sort of like Florida fish, because this pond has got tannic water. And the reason why is because of all these trees around it. Whoops. And all these leaves right here. When they deteriorate, they cause the water to get real tannic looking. But these fish is biting good. I can tell you the reason why is because of this storm that's coming up. See, it's starting to rain right now a little bit. Let's make another cast out there. Nothing to this. I'm just reeling under the surface about 6-7 inches deep. This is a real shallow pond. Real shallow. There's one right there by the bank. Now this is a little bigger fish right here than what we just caught. A lot of love this 2-pound test line and these big bluegill like this. These things fight harder than a crappie. They just a powerful, powerful fish for their size. I believe a shellcracker or red ear sunfish. Golly, would you quit? Can fight a little bit harder, but I don't know. That was a hard battle. Look here, what won. Wow. Bluegill. Look at the hump right here on his head. And there's that trout magnet. Little bitty bait. Alright, let's let him go. One of the best panfish baits that I know of is a trout magnet. They've been around for years and they will flat out catch fish. See, I missed one there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead right now. That was a big one right there. There's some bugs. I guess the rain's knocking them out of these limbs above us, falling, and when they hit, them bluegills on them just boom. Okay, let me retie this and we'll see what color this is and rig it back up straight. I hadn't been here no time and they've done about tore this bait up. Let's look at the colors right here. Well, first off, these kits vary in price. Now, I'm ashamed to tell y'all what I paid for this, but if you'll order them from Amazon, they're a lot cheaper. But it's an 85-piece kit, split tail grub bodies, and they got 10 of each color: bison, black mealworm, which is the color that I've been catching those fish on. This one right here. I knew that chartreuse and black would be good in this tannic water. That's always a good color, folks. Then you have bulldog, which is black and red, which is this color right here. That would work real good in this tannic water. Probably all of these would right now. You got bumblebee, black chartreuse, catawba, black and green, which is looks like the worm. I mean, I'm sure y'all have used catawba worms. We call them catawba worms here, but it's not spelled that way. It's catawba. I don't know. Everywhere you go, you have different ways of pronunciation on a lot of this stuff. But that would be a good color here. And it's the hooks I didn't like. Sorry, Panfish Magnet, I didn't like the hooks. This is the hook that I like. Each fisherman's different, so remember, this is just by opinion. Just my opinion. See that little bitty thing? Hope y'all can see it. That's a size 10 hook. Little bitty light. I don't know how light it is. I mean, it may not even be on the charts. But that's the hook I like. Alright, let's retie. And let's see if we can catch some more. Who knows, we might catch I'm going to say this. Ponds like this, that's got these old big bluegill or shellcracker in them, are the ones where you can get surprised and catch a 2-pounder or 2.5 pounder. You never know. See, these fish has got a lot of food. They got a lot of, if you can see, leaves, which washouts like this, they introduce a lot of worms to them, okay? And they got these trees all the way around this pond. No telling how many insects these fish are eating. See, right over there, there's a big bowl, and there was a bowl there. Let's try this color right here. It's called the Bulldog, black and red. Let's run it up there to about 5 or 6 inches deep. I had him. Doggone it, I had him. I don't think he felt the hook. That was a big fish. Bigger. I got him that time. Yep. I knew that was a good one. He didn't feel that hook. So I throwed it right back in the same place and caught him. Just like you would a crappie. Come on in here. Ooh-wee. Man, oh man, oh man. Get on back. I'm wanting to leave to see if I can catch a shellcracker, but it's hard for me to leave, folks, because of that right there. I just keep catching them. And they're drag burners too. Get out of there. Get away. They're actually hitting that red and black better. That's a big son of a gun. Look at there. That's probably the second biggest I've caught. Just a mule. I'm talking about, but what was I saying? They're hitting the bulldog color, the red and black, better. Go on back. Any bait that's 1.25 to 1 inch long, there's another fish. It's perfect for this kind of fishing. Perfect. And I love to catch crappie, but as far as pulling power, these fish will outpull a crappie. Especially a shellcracker, but a bluegill will too, a big one. So what's not to like about it? And my goodness, they're the best eating fish in the world. I want y'all to look right here now. That's what I'm talking about. Old biggins. Not little scrounts or little old poot sniffers I'm talking about. I'm talking about good ones. Go on back. I done fished over yonder about 30 minutes. I ain't had nary bite over there. There ain't no fish over there. Let's go somewhere else and fish, Tarvel. Let's get out from here, man. We're wasting time. You know what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, folks, I'm way down the road from where I caught them big bluegill. But there was no shellcracker in that pond. I'm wanting to catch a shellcracker. So I'm here at a lake. I'm right here now in a slough type area, perfect to catch a shellcracker, whether they're bedding or not. And I'm going to start off by using the bulldog color. That's a red and black combination right there. It's called bulldog. Yep. That is a great color. When it comes to small baits, fishing for shellcracker, and I'm talking about shellcracker in specific, a darker color is going to get the job done when it comes to little baits like this, no matter what type of bait you use. Now that's been from years and years of experience, but still I'm going to say it's my opinion. But we're going to start right here and work this area right in here to start with, and see if we can catch us a big shellcracker. Let's see what we can do. Whoa! Alright, what I'm going to do is make a short cast out there and let it hit the bottom. Shellcracker You need to fish very close to the bottom for shellcracker usually. Okay, I'm on the bottom. I'm going to keep this bait. I'm going to reel it back real slow. But I'm going to keep this bait right off the bottom. Just a few inches off the bottom. That's how I'm going to fish for this shellcracker fish. And sometimes, I mean, it don't hurt to let the bait hit the bottom and hop it off the bottom, just like that. Little hops. Or just keep it just off the bottom. Either way, you're fishing for a shellcracker fishing this way. There he is. Yep. That's a good one right here, folks. That's a darn good one right here. Boy, 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 you talking about pulling. This is a big shellcracker. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. I figured I could do it. And it took me a little while after we got here, but I kept on with it. That's a monster. And that's the kind of fish I like to catch. Old grab good ones like that one right here. I want to show y'all what a big old shell daddy this one is. That's a big shellcracker right there. Big one. And I don't know how many of these I've caught on trout magnets. Oh, okay. Quit. Let's let him go. Now we'll be able to see this one swim off. That's a big one. My, 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 my. What a shell daddy. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of fishermen, I mean good ones, who would say, they ain't no way in the world that I would use 2-pound test line. But to me, when it comes to bluegill or crappie or even shellcracker, that coupled up with a real limber rod is perfect. It's a perfect situation. It's sporty. You know, I mean, it don't matter if I'm going to release them or if I'm going to keep a few to eat. It's sporty by being matching your tackle to whatever fish you're going to catch. And then going to a little bit of an extreme. That's what I call it. But it's just a lot of fun. Right here is a good place for one. For a bed to be, and there he is. I don't know. Hey, this could be another big shellcracker. Or this could be another big shellcracker, folks. Y'all excuse me, I forgot what I was saying. This feels like a big shellcracker. It is huge. This is a huge. Golly, y'all see the difference? Bluegill fight, them big bullgill fight, but a shellcracker or a red ear will outpull them. They'll strip some drag. I knew what that was when that fish hit. Let's get him over here. I'm not going to be able to pick him up with my line. And we'll look at this beautiful fish right here. You can tell the difference. Quit. Now that's enough. That's a big old pretty healthy fat thing right there. Oh my goodness, look at there. That is a big huge one right there. Oh my goodness, I love it. Ow, he's poking me. I love the sport of fishing. I'm having all kinds of fits. I'm going to have to retie my line on that one. Retie your line often if you're using 2-pound test line, folks, or you're going to cry all the way home. But look how thick. No. What a beautiful shellcracker right there. Look how thick. Let's let him go. That was a lot of fun. And I can't. What I'm wanting. No, words can't. I can't. What I want y'all to do is come on out here and go fishing when you can, because it's good for you. We got some ducks right here. Look. See the babies? See them babies? Oh, wasn't that cute? Did y'all see that? That was cute. I'm gonna let this fish go real quick. I don't know whether to keep the camera on the big old shellcracker or the ducks. Ain't that pretty? Oh, look at it. Well, folks, that's going to be enough of it. I caught a bunch of fish today, and actually I found two beds, but the shellcracker wasn't on bed. I couldn't find any shellcracker. I'm pretty sure they're on bed, but I couldn't find them. But I did catch a couple big stray shellcrackers, so I'm happy. But yeah, that's one of the best little baits that's ever been, in my opinion, is a trout magnet. Used to, that was the #1 bait as far as a finesseful presentation for panfish. It ranked #1, and I don't know what it ranks now, but I bet it's way up there. I want to say God bless each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for all the great comments, everything y'all do for this channel. Hey. Oh no, that's a good rod. Whoa. I'll get something and I'll bite it. I will. It's a drilligin. It's a drilligin. And remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good for you.